I've been sitting on this one for a while, because every time I try to explain why Moist Critical's band actually goes hard, I sound like a crazy person. Like this guy, who at the time was known for just being a monotone guy sitting on his computer wearing a white shirt, and also for carrying the Hunger Games series on his back. But that's somewhere along the way, he put together one of the only YouTuber bands that I can actually listen to in private. Like, come on, don't look at me like that. Have you read some of these lyrics? But that means something. I've seen what happens when YouTubers try to make music with every advantage at their side, and they still manage to completely miss the mark. Charlie had none of that. No dedicated musical fan base, no big name collabs, and no brand built around being a musician. Hell, the members haven't even met each other in person. The gentleman is the brainchild of Moist Critical and Troy McCubre, I hope I get that right, of Soul State. According to Charlie, he had been listening to Soul State for a while and ended up putting one of his songs at the top of a public playlist that he shared with his fanbase, leading to Troy reaching out to Charlie, just expressing his thanks for giving him this exposure. Charlie told him about the idea he had about the song 2019 Guy, a song about a guy in 2019. Pretty self-explanatory. But what was probably supposed to be a one-off little gag went on to become a full-fledged music project spanning multiple years and over 13 songs. I love just about every song the gentlemen have released. But if I were to go around and break down why every song works so well, we would be here for a long while. But we have to at least talk about how this all started, don't we? Like almost everything Charlie does in his YouTube career, on April 12, 2019, he randomly dropped the song 2019 Guy. From just looking at the music video, you would think this is just one giant meme not to be taken seriously. However, speaking from a musical standpoint, they cooked. This song is so far ahead what people generally consider YouTuber music. Man, where was y'all at when I was man? Well, nowadays, Charlie has branched out and has done a lot more kind of goofy stuff and IRL type of content. This song was most people's first time seeing Charlie not in front of his computer. And although very crude, the music video conceptually was just very well done. And just because how jarring this probably was at the time, just randomly getting a notification from Penguinz0 and you open it and this plays, it probably got a lot of shares just because of that fact. And it's probably the reason why this is the most popular gentleman song to date. There is so much to love about this song. The way this song transitions into its chorus is so satisfying. And its chorus, no matter how goofy the lyrics are, is just one of the catchiest hard rock choruses that I can really recall. Also, the music video for this song has Hugbees. Just thought I'd throw that out there. This song is kind of a love letter to old school butt rock and dad rock. Something that the Foo Fighters or Paramore would write if they were still good. Just the outro section alone with the female vocals is such a beautiful sounding piece of music. And the cherry on top is that he's talking about being a cuck for the whole song. He could have easily just joked around and made like a horrendous sounding song with the same concept, but he didn't. And that just makes it so much funnier. And again, just that pre-chorus building up to the chorus. For a song about being a cuck, it did not have to be that good. That lift into the chorus has actual tension and release. And for a second there, it sounds like a genuine stadium shaking anthem. And the fact that Troy, who does all the music for this, decided to add 2 more beats at the end of the pre-chorus and turn the song into 6/4 for that one beat. Like, again, why would you do that for a song about being a cuck? Where most metal projects stick to the same sound for a whole album length usually, for the gentleman, no 2 songs are the same. To go from 2019 Guy to then drop songs like Obsession, Real to Me, and something like Skynut, try telling someone that one of the most well-produced modern metal songs is, from both a visual and lyrical point of view, A song about using male discharge for robots to keep themselves alive and take over the world. Charlie over the years has talked about how much he loves metal as a genre and how much he listens to it. I mean, so much so that he was listening to this super niche solo metal project from a guy in New Zealand, which led to the creation of this band in the first place. You can see that influence kind of peppered throughout this whole discography, like songs like Enemy, which sound straight up like they could have been B-side tracks of Hybrid Theory and Meteora, with how well the rap section does and how amazing the chorus is on that song. And all the Gentleman songs, for the most part. Although the music is always borderline perfect, these music videos genuinely flip-flop so hard in quality that you will get whiplash. From 2019 guy, which looks like he was shot on an iPhone on his rooftop, to go to Obsession, which they went all out for, using cinema cameras, hiring actors, having actual sets and a genuine story to tell, and then going to the next song, Real to Me, which was literally shot on webcams and green screens. And of course the body pillows. See what I mean? Them being this inconsistent with the music videos really does add more character to the whole project. More than any high production video that any other successful YouTuber makes with a whole team behind them. Maybe he flip-flops so hard because he wants the audience to make sure that he's nonchalant about this and that he's chill. He doesn't want to show too much effort into it or people would end up calling it cringe and try hard. Skynut is a fully animated action short anime project. I don't even know how to describe this. Yep, along with what I said about this song being genuinely one of the best produced modern metal tracks that I've heard, the music video for this is genuinely jaw-dropping. There is so much going on in this one video, and the whole package in and of itself. Charlie's vocals, for a person who's not really known for his voice, are pretty good. Being able to pull off this consistent growl throughout the whole song is so impressive. And with Troy being at the helm of all the production work on this, he really is able to work around where Charlie falls short. And the instrumental, my god, this instrumental. I'm not kidding when I say that listening to this song over and over changed how I perceived my own minuscule musical career. The breakdown is so hard and visceral. This little guitar solo at the end paired with this epic comic book style fight, there is so much to love about this song, and I could go on for hours about this one song alone because of how much I've listened and just dissected it in my own mind. And this is all for a song about machines jacking people off so that robots can remain powerful using that. Imagine trying to convince someone who does not know about this band or Moist Critical to listen to the song unironically. How can I tell someone that the song is genuinely in my main playlist rotation? Like when I worked at Geek Squad, we had a speaker in the back where we would play music, and one day my phone was connected to the speaker and I was outside helping a customer, and I heard the intro to this song play and I ran to the back so fast that I probably scared the person I was with. Probably almost giving him a heart attack considering he was like 80. Why do we live in a society where I can't listen to this song out in public? Anyways, not all of their songs are completely unplayable to everyone but yourself. All of them are batshit insane. However, songs like I Am Truth, Real to Me, Here's to Us can in fact be passed off as just normal metal songs. Hell, I never saw the music video for I Am Truth before I researched for this video, and I never realized it's about fucking Reddit. And it still goes so hard. The riffs that Troy comes up with for all these songs genuinely make me believe that he can be one of the bigger metal acts in the world if he were to market himself right, or honestly get a bit lucky with a solo project, if he is even still working on a solo project. Him coming up with these instrumentals that rival modern metal bands like Bad Omens, Bring Me the Horizon, Architects should be something a lot more people should be talking about. No matter what genre is thrown at him, he excels with flying colors. He can go from emulating pure modern metalcore with I Am Truth to making early 2000s dad rock with the song Here's to Us. and everything in between, even making the travesty that was known as Filthy. Yeah, not everyone's perfect. The reason he can't play most of these songs in front of people is because he keeps talking about sex and body pillows. You can't play the song Filthy in front of people because it's just a bad song. For some reason, after taking a 2-year break after the release of their first album, what the fuck was it called? The Evolution of Tears, they decided to do a full departure from the metal and rock aesthetic and release a grimy rap song. That is actually so bad to the point where Sony decided to end their partnership with Moist Critical because of the song, which is honestly the funniest outcome that could have happened. Probably not monetarily for him, but like it is pretty funny to think about. Yes, all of these songs are pretty on the nose about its degenerate topics, but this song is just Charlie going,
bite my lip, lick my ass, suck my dick like a siphon gas. I want to come, I need release, my cock's a monster's feed that beast.
For 2 minutes. Why was this one even released? After 2 years of nothing, you decided to release this. I expect a response and apology in 3 business days. Thank you very much. Speaking of which, the gentlemen, regardless of having such amazing tracks, have been wildly inconsistent. I don't see Charlie actively talking about the project much, probably because I don't really watch his streams and the videos I watch never really mention it. But over the years, they have taken quite a few breaks. They were pretty consistent all throughout 2020, ending with the release of that aforementioned album, The Evolution of Tears, which did feature remasters of all the previous songs as well as 2 original songs. However, after the release of this album, they did take a very long break. I feel like this is turning into the end of one of those like rock documentaries. After the release of their debut album, bandmates Moist Critical and Troy McCoubrey began drifting apart. Fans were told it was due to creative differences, but those close to the project suggest tensions had been building for months. Some point to disagreements over artistic directions, others blame Skynut. To this day, neither has confirmed what happened in the studio. As their cult following quietly grows, fans continue to wait with bated breath for a reunion that may never come. Anyways, so for about 3 years after their first album, there was really no news about the gentleman at all. And it is this inconsistency, which is probably the reason why this project just isn't as big as it should be. Because again, every song, besides Filthy, is really, really good. They do seem to be making a comeback of sorts with the release of their new song Time Travel, which is another departure from metal entirely, but this one is actually good. Who else do you know that can make a boner jam about going back in time and fucking yourself and somehow making it sound this good? If you do, subscribe. If you don't, also subscribe. I hate doing call to actions. But kind of thinking back, this sort of on-off style with this project can't really be attributed to inconsistency on their end, rather just having so much going on, especially on Moist Critical's side. Alongside making these genuinely good metal tracks, he had stuff like the God Slap series, the other channel, his gaming channel, Moist Wrestling League, buying a whole barn, even having one-off songs like One Nipple at a Time. I can't believe I just said that out loud. Which, why does he put so much effort into all these jokes? He somehow makes bringing all these insane ideas to life just so effortless. And that's where he really differs from a lot of other people that try to spread themselves too thin and kind of start falling apart, you know? One day he's in front of his computer talking about fights at Pokemon vending machines. The next day, he's releasing a full-fledged music video about going back in time and fucking yourself. Again, what am I saying? Like, imagine how surreal those days are where you wait for a new Moist Critical video, and the last day he was just talking about some police chase, and the next day he releases the music video like I Am Truth or Obsession or Enemy. For him, the joke is never the substitute for the craft. The joke is built on top of his craft. And that's what makes him so unique in this regard regarding all his projects. His comic God Slap could have been some half-baked anime manga slop, but it's actually being praised by a lot of comic lovers. Skynut could have just been a throwaway gag in one of his videos, but he turned it into this beautifully animated, epic shonen anime level short. No, not even anime. This has some of the most highest quality animation that I have really ever seen. And I really think that's why the gentleman works so well, even if they just aren't that consistent with it. It isn't parody music or funny music trying to masquerade itself as being real music. It is real and beautifully crafted music trying to fight a war against the inner workings of Charlie White's mind. And that really does somehow make it better. Thank you for watching. Get out of here.